Am I an asshole for not wanting to have sex with my boyfriend? Probably. I'm a female. Congratulations.
Well done.
22. Recently got back together with my boyfriend. Getting back together.
You idiot.
After taking a 9-month-long break.
Oh.
Way too long, dude. Which honestly has felt a lot longer since we did long distance for 6 months. You're just full of green flags. This is all green flags so far.
Green flags?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the main reason we broke up in the first place, is because he was work obsessed and probably worked 70 hours a week. Oh. It was 168 hours.
Cool, so he's ambitious.
Our sex life was non-existent.
Whose fault is that?
I moved back home because I wasn't happy in the state we were living in. You move back in with your parents. It's obviously going to have devastating effects on the relationship every single time. He's agreed to move to the state where I'm living so that he solves that, and been making me a big priority in his life, so I haven't felt that his work has been getting in the way of our relationship. See, women want a guy who's successful but doesn't work too much. I want you to be really fit, but don't go to the gym. Like what?
I don't know if it's they don't want them to work. So I think we need to dive into this as women a little bit and go, okay, I want a man that's super successful, but I also have emotional needs.
Well,
see, a man that works 70 to 90 hours a week or whatever, 160, how many?
8.
168 hours a week. They can work a lot of, but then they also need to be emotionally stable. So it's not the time, it's the quality.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. So are they making you feel emotionally safe and secure? All right. And if they're not with the hours that they have with you, how can they better do that?
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's obvious, there's obviously you're not getting fulfilled some way, and in that some way they're not meeting you. So you've got to identify what you actually want.
Now we're back together, and I haven't wanted to be sexual with him at all. I think I'm still resentful towards him shutting me out on the way so long ago, but now he is suddenly wanting to go from 0 to 100 and have sex again.
Intimacy, why would you want to do that?
Ew.
Disgusting.
We didn't have sex life for almost 2 years. This woman's English is pretty bad. I think due to religious guilt and him not feeling super confident. Oh boy. Just to be clear, Jesus probably wants you to have sex. Anyway.
You know what comes to mind when you say that? The episode of Simpsons when Ned and the movie star get together?
Yeah.
And he's like, these are all the ones against it and these are the ones for it. And the wind blows.
Some people are like, God doesn't want me to have sex. I'm like, he probably does. Yeah. Just don't be a douchebag about it. But still do it. Don't be silly. He's a type that bottles up all his emotions, only says them when he absolutely has to. Men don't like talking about emotions. So here I was thinking he wasn't attracted to me at all anymore. He's self-absorbed or an attractive girl who takes care of her body. It has nothing to do with how you look. So it really wasn't hard for me for the validation for so long. A lot of women think their looks matter a lot more than they do. They are important at the beginning for attraction, but after that it's really how you act.
How you're making the person feel.
Yeah, 100%. How do we get back to a place where I trust him and can have a relationship again? I'm worried if we get married that I'll never have a real sex life again for the rest of my life, and that's scary.
I think that you guys should break up and not get back together and go find new people. That's what I think.
If you are in a relationship at the moment and you're not having intimacy, you just need to do it. What if I don't feel like doing it? I don't feel like going to the gym. You just do it anyway. You shut up and do it.
I don't feel like eating healthy, but I still can do it because I know it's good for me.
You just got to do it, guys. Human beings get into a bit of a rut where they don't do anything. They're like,
They get complacent.
Just shut up and do it. Will it be terrible? Probably. But you're gonna get the blood pumping again, build up some momentum.
And then tomorrow you want to do it 10,000 times and feel great about it.
Exactly. You just got to do it. And yes, it will be bad. Keep your expectations low. You'll be two fish flopping around. Okay? Just go with the flow. Just shut up and do it. Just make sure you both get to the sticky ending, okay? Here's another one.
I love how you're like unfazed about anything you say.
I like women are funny. They'll be like, this guy doesn't like talking about his emotions. You're like,
that's men for you.
My thought of that is, do 500 burpees right now. Do 500 burpee push-ups. Oh, I don't want to. Well, why not? What's wrong with you? What are you, a piece of shit? Humans don't want to do stuff they don't want to do.
I don't want to talk about my emotions. Don't make me talk about my emotions. Talk about them when I'm ready.
Am I an arsehole for going silent after a bit of rudeness? No, not necessarily. That sounds okay. My girlfriend told me she was interested in local wildlife. After I mentioned she might be able to take a local class at a wildlife rescue organization and volunteer there. She said she was really interested but didn't have the courage to find one. Okay. And asked me to help. All right. I don't live with my girlfriend and most of communication happens via text. All right. I did the research, found several classes and told her all of them had already begun. I'd follow her up and let her know the new classes were available. She said, I'd love to do that so much. Friday, I checked in again and found new classes were starting in January. Updated her and she replied with one word answer, no. Oh, okay. I told her when she says it like that, I feel like I'm trying to push her into something she doesn't want to do, and she shut down the conversation saying she didn't want to discuss it further. I have zero problems with her changing her mind, obviously. Of course, adults got to change their mind. My problem is solely the way she told me. Okay. So I've stopped communicating with her. She sent me a cute link, but I haven't replied, and I don't intend to reply until she apologizes. Does she know you want her to apologize? There have been similar instances in the past and become more frequent recently, and I'm just letting them go. This sounds like a mismanagement of expectations and mismanagement of boundary setting. Am I making too big of a deal of this? You are if you don't do anything about it. So the problem with this guy is you can't just go silent and expect them to know what you want. If someone's rude to you, go, that's not very nice, apologize to me, say sorry. Yeah, you have to tell them.
I don't like the way that you said that.
Yeah, 100%. You have to set boundaries. That's just boundary setting. Going silent isn't a boundary.
They're not going to know what's going on and they think you're just giving them the silent treatment for no reason.
Yeah, don't do that. You say specifically. Yeah.
You hurt my feelings when you did this.
Talking to a guy, I would even make it shorter. Even talking to a girl, I suppose it doesn't really matter. I like to make him as short as possible. I don't like that. Say sorry to me.
I don't like that. Say sorry with me.
Yeah. If you say it like that, the other person will go,
He changes his tone with
Sorry.
me and I'm like, don't yell at me.
Yeah.
That's a boundary. That's me saying, I don't like the way that you just said that to me. Change it up.
I think a lot of people think boundaries can't be cute.
Soft boundaries can be cute.
It's very effective. You need to get really, really good at that, but no, silence is a bad form of communication.
What if the
Overthinking.
person was like yelling at you and you just went completely silent and then like a few hours later you were like, I actually didn't really like that you did that to me?
Yeah, that's okay.
See? There's certain situations that if you go silent, it's okay as long as you're following it up and going,
You need to follow up pretty fast.
I didn't like that.
And her sending a cute text to you a few hours later, that's her way of apologizing.
It is.
So don't
That's
be,
an indirect apology.
yeah, so don't be a dick about it. Like, she's trying, okay? So,
She's just not very good at communication.
all right, next one. I'm 24-year-old male, and I'm dating my girlfriend who's 23 for about a year now. Things have been going really well overall. Recently, I encouraged her to start cosplaying.
Dressing up as like anime characters.
Yeah. Last weekend when we went to a convention and she cosplayed as a female character from an anime, who has a pretty strong flirtatious dynamic with her male counterpart. Isn't that like every girl in every cartoon?
Yeah.
At the event, there was another guy cosplaying as a male character, and naturally they interacted in the character that involved some flirting, including some explicit comments between the two, nothing crazy, but still more than I'm comfortable with. I have a boundary where I'm not okay with flirting in any form.
To others.
Flirting is such a vague thing. Like, it can be so different in so many different environments. Even the part of cosplaying out of a character, I talked to my girlfriend about how I felt, and she told me that she didn't mean anything by it. She also mentioned that she is fine if I cosplay a character who flirted with a female counterpart, so she doesn't see the problem with it. It depends really on the severity of flirting. I really have to see what was happening. Some people mistake someone being nice for flirting. I understand where she's coming from. I didn't want to hold her back from enjoying her hobby, but at the same time, I can't feel a bit uncomfortable with what happened. I want to respect her instincts. So here's what you do, brother. Okay? Am I an asshole for breaking up over this? It's pretty harsh.
Rewind to not breaking up.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
Yeah, relax a little bit. In life, you have competition. Okay? So when you sense there is any sort of danger in your relationship, that's your cue to step up and be a competitor. Okay? It's not real competition, but it's really more of an emotional type thing. Okay? So if your girl's being nice to another guy, don't sit in the corner and cry about it. Okay? Step up, be really loud and overly positive, and be in the middle of the conversation. Be a competitor to the conversation. So walk in and go, oh, that's awesome. This is so, and be really over the top outgoing, so you outshine the other guy.
Have better tail feathers.
Yeah, be overly positive about it.
Be a bird.
Yeah.
Be more colourful.
You don't use aggression or negativity in any way because it has counter effects. Have more fun in the middle of it.
Here's my question. Why didn't you go as the counterpart?
100%.
Why didn't you flirt with each other? If the two characters flirt all the time together, why didn't you go as the counterpart?
Have more fun with it. Some good questions in there, actually.
I don't think you're an asshole, but I think you could have handled the situation better. That's for true.
Be the best person there. Be a champion.
Make her forget about the other guy.
100%.
You know what I mean?
If you're a sad boy, she's not going to think you're super attractive being a sad boy.